Hello, sports fans, and welcome to another edition of Scott Sports 101. I'm Scott Trella. We'll talk Browns, we'll talk some NFL news, we'll talk Major League Baseball. The Cavs taking on the Brooklyn Nets right now, and I think they are up 40-49. So I want to give you an update on that, and we'll see how that fares out. And but we'll get to everything in just a sec. But first, here is today's Scott Sports 101 trivia question. What was the original name of the Cleveland Indians? It's a baseball trivia one, and I'll have the answer later in the broadcast. The Browns know now. The Browns know they are taking a risk by signing running back Kareem Hunt, who was released by the Chiefs. And make no mistake about it, Browns GM John Dorsey is playing the long game when it comes to his shocking signing of running back Kareem Hunt. And here is the worst case scenario. There's a little bit of scenario here, as we know it is. Now, the Browns know that Hunt will miss at least the first 6 weeks of the season. That is the starting point for NFL suspension and domestic violence, which is what he is suspended for, and it was for kicking his wife in the stomach. And that's what he's suspended for, domestic violence. And sources expect, and I expect, that Hunt will be suspended for 10 games. Now, it's unclear when the NFL will finally deliver the verdict on Hunt, but Dorsey said a decision is expected in the next couple of weeks. Now, Hunt needs to play in 4 games this season to become a restricted free agent next off season, and that will make it easy for the Browns to place a tender on him. Basically, the organization has no chance of losing him should they desire to keep him around after the 2019 season. Now, from a pure football standpoint, this is a pretty low-risk move. But it's not just a football move. It's a polarizing topic, as the Browns have ever known. Now, this could turn out to be a good move, but in the long run, the Browns could be setting themselves up for a disastrous move and a media frenzy over this. Now, I do feel the Browns are going to make the playoffs next year, and if he could come back, if he could show that he can not do this again, we can really seek treatment and really not do this again, and really, then he can have a chance to make a comeback and really do everything he needs to do to make that comeback, and he could be really valuable to the Browns organization. But yet again, this could be a disastrous move. You never know, but it's a pretty low-risk move. Now, I want to know your thoughts about this and what you think about it. Let me know what you think. Post something on my decision board at decision page at Scott Sports 101 on my YouTube page, or on my on my website, scottsports101@gmail.com. Let me know what you think. I want to know your inputs. I want to know your thoughts. I want to know what you think about this, whether it's a good move, whether it's not a good move. Do you think the Browns are setting up, they're hoping to set themselves up for to have Hunt was signing him to a 1-year deal for a 1-year contract? Are setting themselves up for a good move or a disastrous move? Let me know what you think. I want to know what you think. I want to know your inputs. I want to know your thoughts. So let me know what you think. On my decision page, on my YouTube channel, Scott Sports 101, or on my website, as I just said, scottsports101@gmail.com. Now, in other NFL news, the Ravens are looking to trade quarterback Joe Flacco to the Denver Broncos. Now, Flacco was a 2008 4th-round NFL draft pick, and the Ravens he's been with the Ravens since 2008 for the past 10 years, and they didn't know they were going to find such a great rise in Lamar Jackson. The Ravens did not know that. But I think he's going to be the starting quarterback for the Ravens next season. Now, the move will have a trickle-down effect not only for the Broncos, but for the rest of the quarterback market as we barrel towards the opening of free agency on March 13th. So we'll see what happens. And it's not too early to start talking about the NFL draft. The Browns have the 17th pick overall in this draft, and they are expressed interest in acquiring Odell Beckham Jr. And now, but they will have to make some sacrifices to get Odell Beckham Jr. if they so desire. Now, how about 2 first-round draft picks, a first-round pick, or 2 second-round draft picks, or a first pick in the second round, or moving Duke Johnson to a slot receiver? Now we don't know what's going to happen yet, but Jarvis Landry and Beckham have been friends, and Adam Henry have all been friends. And Henry was Beckham's coach and Landry's coach at LSU, and Beckham's coach with the Giants. So they have a good chemistry, as well as Baker Mayfield also has a good chemistry with them too, and he feels that he would be a good fit for the team. And so I just feel this move could be already in the process of happening. This could be happening. So we'll wait and see. I'll keep you posted. Well, we'll talk Tribe in just a second. But first, it is now time for the answer to today's Scott Sports 101 trivia question. What was the original name of the Cleveland Indians? And if you said the Grand Rapids Rustlers, you are correct. The Cleveland Indians were originally found in Michigan in 1894 as the Grand Rapids Rustlers, a minor league team in the Western League. The team moved to Cleveland in 1900. I'll have another trivia question on my next broadcast, so stay tuned for that. Tribe pitchers and catchers reported to spring training today, and the Tribe will have their first workout next week. And 1 week from this Saturday, the Tribe will have their first Cactus League game against the Cincinnati Reds at Goodyear Ballpark in Goodyear, Arizona. First pitch at 3:05 on Sports Time Ohio. And the Indians announced today that Francisco Lindor will miss 7 to 9 weeks with a right calf strain. And it's questionable whether or not he will start opening day when the regular season begins. We will have to wait and see what happens. Now, getting back to the Browns and the worst case scenario of them with signing running back Kareem Hunt, who was released by the Chiefs, I feel this is a low risk move, as I said, but it could turn out to be a good move, and he could very well be a good running back as the NFL knows him, if he should make a comeback. And he could be a good running back for the Browns as well. And he could really put up some big numbers. So we'll have to wait and really see what happens and what the final decision will be in a couple of weeks. And we'll have to see. Well, I'll keep you posted, and we'll have to wait and see what happens if the Browns do desire to sign Odell Beckham Jr. Excuse me just a moment here. Odell Beckham Jr. So I'll keep you posted on all of that, and so let's just hope that the Browns can really make a right move in the draft and hopefully sign Odell Beckham Jr. Excuse me. Well, that's just about going to wrap it up for this edition of Scott Sports 101. Always remember, be a team player each and every day, in every way possible. So long, everybody. I'll see you on the next broadcast of Scott Sports 101 on Friday or Saturday or Sunday. So I'll see you next time. So long, everybody. 3, 2, 1. I'm done.